It is squeaky bum time. International break is nearly over, and me and James are here with you tonight. Sunday night shout, Sunday night show. We are going to be looking ahead to everything going on in the Premier League. The running, the squeaky bum time. It's time to deliver. Man United, Spurs and Villa all vying for them 4th and 5th spots. We're going to go through each team's games. We're going to get our views on it, and then if we can't decide, you guys are going to have to come in and split it and decide which way it's going to go. There's some tough teams for all. James, welcome along. Have you had a good week? Happy weekend, mate?
Yeah, I have, mate. Been a busy one. Busy as ever. No football. Well, international football, but that don't count, does it? So a long wait for United to come back next week, but good to be on. It's been a while. Good to see you. Saw you had a cheeky little night off last night.
Yeah, it's got to be done. It's got to be done, hasn't it? I mean, everyone was allowing me to do it. They all said go for it, so I just went for it. Peer pressured in, I think.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Glad you enjoyed, man. Deserved a night off.
Yeah, I think so too. And so did everyone in the chat. So yeah, it's their fault. So anyway, let's get into what's going on here. Hello to everyone in the chat. Get your comments coming in as please, thick and fast in the live section, and let us know afterwards if you're catching up later on. Then give us a shout. Let us know what your predictions are. How many points United are going to get? How many wins we're going to get from these games coming up? I'm going to read through everything that we've got fixture-wise. Going to bring it up on the screen. James cannot see it at the moment from his side, so we're going to talk about it. And first of all, we're going to go through. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go one team at a time. We'll go through each team's games and then tally up the points and go from there. I think that's the best way to do it. So, Manchester United, right now, I'm just going to bring up our games on screen. So, first things first, guys, let us know what you think as well. First game, we've got Brentford away. James, Brentford away. It's well, we only have to look back to last season, don't we? And that horrible, horrible day. 4-0 Brentford. How are we seeing it this time, mate? What's your sort of look on this and Brentford's form, United's momentum? Too much, certain players coming back? How are you seeing it?
Yeah, hopefully it's not a carbon copy of last season, mate. What was that? 4-0 down at half time. It was an absolute nightmare, wasn't it? Ten Hag looked like losing his job after that because Brighton lost, Brentford lost, no points, negative goal difference after 2 games, and he was in trouble. But bounced back to third and a cup win, didn't he? So he did all right. But yeah, they're a different proposition at the moment with Tony back in the team. And they've got a real goal threat, haven't they? Compared to before. So they are a threat and they are better home than away. For me, Man United have to win. And we'll go through the other games in a bit. But if you look at Villa's game and Spurs' game this weekend, then realistically, I think United have to win. So I'm backing us to do it, yeah.
Okay, right. James is backing us to do it. Giving us a score prediction on that one, James. What do you reckon? What's the score?
Tight one. I'll go 2-1.
2-1 to United. I'll take 2-1. I'll take any win whatsoever. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do each team's game, actually. It makes it more interesting, each game week. So, first of all, super chat in from my man Alien Tenno. Already on it. Thank you very much, mate. When United get Southgate, we will be clapping cheeks again. That's nice. And I want an FUTV waistcoat. No waistcoats allowed, Alien. We're not getting Southgate. We need to be as far away as possible from that football that we see in England performing and producing last night under Southgate. No, thank you. Not today, not tomorrow, and definitely not even into next season. Not for me anyway. But right, okay. We've gone with a win against Brentford, so straight away there's 3 points for United. We'll move on to... who do you fear the most in it, James, actually, in this running? Who do you feel's got the best chance?
I don't know. I genuinely think that when Spurs have everyone fit, when I'm watching them play, I think they're a really, really good football team. I think at the back, I think Romero's very good on the ball. I think Van de Ven is an excellent footballer that's got a lot of attributes. I think Maddison's a great creator. When Basuma's on it, he controls the middle of the pitch. I think up front, Son's firing. I do think they've got a good team. I do think they're liable to throw a bit of a wobbly, though. And a lot like City originally were, and Klopp and Liverpool originally were under Klopp, they don't kind of change their tactics. So remember when they played on the halfway line against Chelsea and got dismantled? I think if anything's going to be their downfall, I think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be the fact that Ange is a bit stubborn when he comes up against managers who are more tactically astute. I think that he could get found out, but there's no doubt when they're playing well and they're playing their football that Spurs are fantastic to watch. So if they can put a bit of a run together, then yeah, they're the threat really.
What do you guys reckon? Luton at home, Spurs' next game. 1-1 Spurs, says Stu in the chat. 2-0. Roddy says that might be for United actually though. But James, Luton at home. I mean, personally, I've gone with you with a Brentford win. I think Spurs will beat Luton. I do. I think there'll be too much at home for them. Luton, I know they've done well this season. It's mainly been at home. So I fancy a banker, mate. It's a home win.
Yeah, absolute banker for me, mate. I do think Luton can throw a spanner in the works from time to time, but it's normally at Kenilworth Road, isn't it, rather than away from home. So yeah, I think Spurs have got too much, and that's 3 points for Spurs there.
Spurs 3-2 to Luton, says Defied. Yeah, we're all sort of like clinging on. Yeah, we are at the moment. We're sort of hoping for them surprise parties. I just don't see that one being it. I really don't. I mean, on to Villa and looking at their game. They've got this is no gimme. For me, I feel like, sorry about the Villa badge by the way on the graphic. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it's Villa, so you know who it is. Wolves at home, James. That could be interesting. Obviously, a Midland type derby, not the Midland derby that everyone knows about, but still, there's plenty of rivalry there. Wolves are not in bad shape, and Villa, I feel, will have one eye on the Conference League with Emery and the way he is with winning them European trophies. So for me, you know what? I'm going to go. I think there's a draw in this for Wolves. I think this is where the first slip up comes for Villa. The home form has sort of it's evaded them recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're a little bit optimistic there, though. They had a slip up against. Was it against Spurs? Did they get battered? Or someone got battered by Spurs. I can't remember.
United. I know what I mean.
Yeah.
These last few home games haven't been easy for them.
But then Wolves' last Midlands derby, they got turned over by Coventry, didn't they, in the cup? So I'm not really
to go, James, and want revenge.
Potentially, I don't know. Listen, I'm hoping for the same as you. I'm hoping for a Wolves victory or a draw. I just think, again, Villa are a good team. And this isn't like Man United should get fourth easily or whatever. Like, there's definitely a top three race, isn't there? And then there's a fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh if you want to include West Ham, but I think they're slipping. There's a fourth, fifth, sixth race, and by no means is it a gimme or a given that Manchester United should finish fourth. If you look at the balance of the season, I always say the Premier League table doesn't lie, and at the moment, out of those three teams, United are the third best of them on basis of this season. Like, we have less points than Spurs, we have less points than Villa. And we've got 6 points, basically, if we win our game in hand to catch up on both. And listen, I hope Wolves can do something. I just don't see it. I see a Villa win.
Villa win. Guys, in the chats, get into me, please, straight away. We're going to have to decide this one. So, is it going to be... just give me the score. Win, lose, draw? How are you seeing Villa versus Wolves? Let me know, guys. Graham says, it depends on which Wolves turn up. Villa win for me. Sadiq says Villa will drop points and we shall pick you these valuable points. Spurs Villa draw. We're not talking about Spurs. Dad says Spurs and Villa 2 draw. Be serious, guys. Come on, play the game. Play the game. Apparently my volume is still lower. I am playing around with that. Okay, sorry guys. Everyone has a bit of issue with volume, but yeah, I think we might have just adjusted it right there now. But yeah, keep them coming in. Let me know your comments on this game, guys. Draw. Let me just see. Alien Channel says, why do United want to finish in the Champions League spot? Just to get our ashes handed, our asses handed to us. Sorry, ashes, Jesus, handed to us again. By the way, Alien is on a complete downer at the moment, James. Like, he's just he's on one of them negative sort of, let's just say, negative Nancy sort of moods. He's been like that for a couple of weeks now. Yeah.
Does he want a hug?
Yeah, I think Pete needs a hug. He really does. He's missing out. He needs some match day hugs, I think. He needs Graham. That's what he needs. He needs Graham. Right.
I think when people look at it, right, from the, what's the point in qualifying if we're only going to lose and get knocked out and stuff? You're looking at it from a footballing point of view, which is fine, but you also need to look at it from a business point of view. And the same people that are saying, what's the point of us qualifying, we'll only get knocked out, are the same people that want us to sign player A, player B, player C in the transfer window. And like it or lump it, the Champions League does a lot for our revenue. So I don't understand the logic of not wanting us to qualify just because we won't win it. And then wanting us to improve. And obviously, Ineos' first summer as part owners, and they're looking at revamping the team, if you believe what you hear. And so, surely you want them to have as big a war chest as possible for transfers.
Yeah, right. Apparently, we have sound issues again. James is now echoing. Right, okay, right. I'll try and adapt that. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm having a nightmare sound day today. It's just one of them days. YouTube sound was out earlier on. And, yeah, it was a case of just deal with it and get along with it. But, yeah, I will look after James's sound as I go along, guys. So just let me know and keep me updated on it. But into the next game for the Reds. And United's next game on the list. We went with a Villa win, by the way. I was outvoted. So Man United, Villa and Spurs all winning this weekend. United's next away game is on the Thursday night, James. And that is against Chelsea, away from home. Notoriously, another difficult ground for United to go to. 2 tough away games in the space of 3 days, really. 4 days for Manchester United coming back after international duty. But Chelsea away for you, James. Can we turn the corner? I mean, Chelsea have sort of picked up of sorts. It's a weird one, isn't it, to sort of analyse Chelsea at the moment. They're all over the place. You just don't know what's going to turn up. Pretty much like Graham said with Wolves, like which Chelsea's going to turn up against United. But how do you see this one going? From your experience of us going to Stamford Bridge, are you confident?
Am I confident? Not sure. It's the Jekyll Hyde thing, isn't it? Which Chelsea are going to turn up? Chelsea are what, 11th, 12th, and they're somewhere crazy in the league where they shouldn't be. And I look at the quality in their squad, and there is quality. I look at that midfield of £200 million. Is it performing like that? No. Cole Palmer is obviously settled in. He's doing a lot better, but they've got too many hit and miss players, and you just never know what you're going to get. If you look at the League Cup final against Liverpool, like they were playing against relative young Liverpool squad, and they should have bossed that game. They should have completely, that was a gimme trophy for them, and they just didn't turn up. So history at Stamford Bridge, I don't tend to have a positive history memory-wise at Stamford Bridge. Every time I seem to go, we seem to get beat. However, if I look at it recently, last couple of years, I think we did well. We bossed a game, and then I think McTominay gave away a penalty, so it was 1-1 at one point. I don't think our record's great there. I want to be optimistic and say win and hope that the really bad Chelsea turns up. However, I'm going to be realistic, and I'm going to say a draw.
A draw, right. I'm kind of with you on that one in terms of United and Chelsea. I'm just not confident going to Stamford Bridge ever. Alien with another super chat says, James, give your granny her chair back. James is at his mum's, so don't worry about that.
Come on, honestly. I knew someone would pick up on that.
James is at his mum's, so yeah, give him the benefit of the doubt, guys. Give him the benefit of his doubt. DJ John has been a member for 4 months. Mad cheers for that, DJ John. 4 months proud member now. Adam, keep it up. Thank you very much, mate. Love that. And yeah, I mean, guys, in terms of Chelsea, it is a tough ground for United. I think Chelsea will be looking at this one as an opportunity as well to take Manchester United down a peg. They always love to beat United. Chelsea always turn up when United turn into town. And yeah, I'm confident of where United are at. I think some better players are coming back, and I do think that we should. I think we should perform better than what we have done. It's just the results. We never seem to be able to get the result at Chelsea, and that's the big problem we've got. I feel it's just one of them voodoo grounds. So I'm with James on this one. I'm going to go for United get a draw and get a point. And I think I would take it right now. I would, just to stay in the actual fight. That's how I'm looking at it. In terms of Spurs and their game, they've got West Ham away. Now, obviously, London derby, James. This is a difficult one for Spurs. Record there, I think he's hit and miss as well. This is where it gets a bit tasty, I think, when they're running now. Another game for Spurs in London, another derby, and pressure on, because West Ham will be baying for blood again, won't they, mate? They'll be looking for, they'll be looking to try and knock Spurs down a peg as well.
Yeah, this is one of those games I talked about before. Like, when I mentioned it, and I meant exactly this kind of game when I talked about Ange being tactically naive against not a more astute manager, but an astute manager. And you may laugh and think that David Moyes isn't an astute manager and we're well rid and all this, but he does know how to set up for a game of football. And I very much think that Ange will go there to the West Ham Stadium, try and attack and stuff. And I think West Ham will park the bus if they have players like Paqueta that can play through balls and they play quick players on the counter and they play Bowen and Antonio and they will catch them on the break. And I can easily see a draw or a West Ham winning that game. I really can. I think Ange could be quite naive, and that'll be one of the places where they slip up. So I'm actually going for West Ham winning that one.
A West Ham win. I think I would take it. I would definitely take it. I'm going to go a draw. So, guys in the chat, let us know what you think. Are Spurs going to drop points there? Is this the one where Spurs actually fall away? First hurdle for them hit. 2-1 away win, says Lee Brown. I don't know if that is for the United game earlier on. We've got Spurs beat West Ham 2-1, says Stu. Let me just see what else we've got. There's a few people jumping the gun. Just stay to the actual fixtures that we are talking about, guys. We're going through them one at a time if we can, please, so it doesn't get everything all complicated. But, yeah, I think with that one, do you know what? I'm going to overrule everything and go with a draw for Spurs on that one at West Ham. I think they will drop points there. And I think that's where United can... I mean, we're not picking up because we're drawing at Chelsea, but I just think that... Yeah, West Ham. I'm going for it. I think West Ham have got this. I do. I think West Ham have got something in them. On to Villa, James. Manchester City away. Need I say any more? Take it away, James. Can Villa do anything? Or is City in their position and their need for points just going to blow Aston Villa away?
Yeah, listen, we're getting into April, and that is Manchester City's time of the season, unfortunately. They're notoriously relentless at this stage of the campaign. They've got people firing, and they've got their clutch players coming clutch, as they always do. Their Bernardo Silvas, their Rodris, and then you've got Haaland and De Bruyne working together. I know that Haaland limped off, I think, in his game, but I'm pretty sure it's much to do with nothing. And yeah, they're just in robot mode, aren't they? They are just like one foot in front of the other until the finish line comes. And I think the Real Madrid game will be interesting for Manchester City in the Champions League. But I genuinely, I see them walk in the league. I really do. I think they'll walk it, and I think because of that, they will beat Villa. And yeah, so that's a loss for Villa. I think City will win it easily. I think they'll win like 3-4-1.
He's a very confident James on the City side of things. I don't like what he's saying, but in terms of the reality for United, I'm going to take City to win that weekend and beat Aston Villa, and then hopefully United can take advantage. We do have one game more, as you can see on the table below there, guys, on Aston Villa as well. So that is one out the way for Villa. So far in the next two games, the next two games coming up, we've got Spurs and United both picking up 4 points and Villa just picking up 3. So it's getting closer. We're closing the gap, James. We're making it happen. This is what it's all about. On to the next game for Manchester United, and another one that needs zero introduction. We've just come off the back of this epic game, but it is Liverpool in the league at Old Trafford. Now, the FA Cup is the FA Cup. It's sort of like a free hit in a way, the FA Cup. But the league, I feel like this has got a little bit more juice in it, James, because Liverpool will be coming back for revenge, and they are not going to want to slip up in the league, especially with, like what you said, City with their foot well and truly down on the accelerator pedal. Liverpool at home for you, James. How are you seeing this one?
United win, pal. United win. You know, I'm never going to say anything. I'm never going to say anything else with that line. I know. United win. I think if you look at it this season, Ten Hag played tactically away at Anfield, 0-0 draw, absolutely fine. Did exactly what he should have done. Liverpool had next to no chances in that game. I think the cup game could have gone either way. It really could. We were very careless, like we are around half-time all the time, and we let them back into it. They took the lead. I thought we played very well up until that point. I think we did well to come back into it, showed character. And then, yeah, I think we took chances and we won the game. And listen, I know they're ahead of us in the league, and I predicted them to have a pretty bad season because I didn't think they'd fix their midfield. But I do think they've had a lot of results. They've got a lot of results late on, and that they potentially shouldn't have got. And I think they're not a false position in the league because they are one of the best 3 teams, but I don't think they're on City and Arsenal's level. I really don't. And I think at Old Trafford with the crowd, and this is a chance to go unbeaten against Liverpool in like this season, like beat them in the cup, draw in the league in Anfield, and then win hopefully at Old Trafford. I think it's a big chance. I think the whole thing of it being Klopp's farewell tour should need, like, the players should need no motivation whatsoever. You don't let him go out on a high at all. You let them talk about the quadruple and you let them run away with third and a Carabao Cup, which when we did it last season was a joke. So if Klopp can end on a joke, the same joke that Ten Hag did in his first season, Klopp can finish there in his 8th season and walk away. I'm perfectly happy with that. So that's the motivation I'd be giving to the United players. As far as I'm concerned, we win that game, mate. No issues.
No issues. I'm taking that. I'm coming straight to the chat off the back of that from James there. First of all, quickly from the Honest Tiger. 4 months into the top membership on the channel. Absolutely buzzing with that, mate. Absolutely love you as a member and everything that you bring to the channel. He says, 4 months of fun. Best thing I did was join this channel. Everyone gets a say and it's not just one opinions. Keep up the great work. Thank you for that, mate. Really love that. Let's get into the chat here because I was sort of on the sort of draw territory with the Liverpool one. James has gone win. So let's see how confident our subscribers are right now with this United Liverpool. Roddy says United win 2-1. If Martinez is back, we win 2-1. Graham says United loses to Liverpool in this game. Liverpool win. Graham, again, he's killing it. But United...
Is that Graham Wild saying 2-1 Liverpool?
Yeah.
Get out.
Liverpool win. Liverpool win 4-0. Andy says 2-1. Right, okay. I have been outvoted. So we are going to go with United win. And that gives us 3 points. So that's not my... I offered it up to everyone. James said United win. The comments said United win. Graham didn't, but Graham's on a bit of a downer one. I think he's got his realistic hat on in his own mind there, thinking that Liverpool are going to come back and do something. But let's look at our rivals. And Nottingham Forest at home for Spurs, mate. I can't see Spurs dropping any points here, James.
Is that Spurs at home, mate? Yeah. Yeah, listen, I do like Forest away in terms of like on the counter-attack. I really like Awani as a player. I really like Gibbs White as a player. Ilanga's obviously very quick. So again, it's one of those that if they play a high line and they're naive, then Forest could get something out of the game. But I think it'll be high scoring, but I think Spurs will just sneak it like a 3-2, something like that.
Personally, Spurs, yeah, at home. I'm confident with these lower teams. The Spurs' issue comes with later down this list of games that are coming up. So this is what Spurs... These are the games Spurs have the bank on and get the points in, definitely. But yeah, I've gone 3 points as well for Spurs on that one. We might as well move straight to Villa's game, which is Brentford at home. I'm confident that Villa will also get the win here, James. What are you saying?
Yeah, if you had to ask me, I'd say Villa win at home. Again, it's one of them that if Brentford turn up, they could get something. But is the pressure going to get to Villa? Are we in squeaky bum time with a few games left of the season now? Maybe, but I'll go Villa win.
Yeah, I think Villa win. I think they've got it. Personally, with this one again, I get one of them games you'd expect them to win in the run-in just to keep it relevant. After 3 games, Villa are on 6 points. United and Spurs both picking up 7 points, so there's not much in it. It is extremely close. Just going back into the chat, we have a super chat from DJ John. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Liverpool's loss against us on April 7th will set their future for the race for the first place. They will not get it. I like that confidence there, DJ John. I do like that. Right, let's try and speed things along here because it is ticking on. Thank you for the 100 likes, everybody, as well. Keep liking the video and do please subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get through all of the games and the running. Spurs will beat them. The Honest Tiger has just gifted another membership. Legends. Andy Huxley, welcome to the Members Club, my friend. Let's get into the next game. Andy there, mate. Right. Okay. Next game up we have for United, James. After Liverpool, it's Bournemouth away. Could go either way for me, this, but I think United will go there with a bit between the teeth after what we're all saying is a win against Liverpool. I think we will beat Bournemouth.
Yeah, it's a momentum thing, isn't it? I think if we beat Liverpool, then we beat Bournemouth. If we don't beat Liverpool, then we may struggle. It is, it's not the easiest ground. It's quite small. It's quite compact. They do have players that can hurt you on the day, and they've showed us already this season they can be a threat. Didn't they take points off us at Old Trafford? So listen, it's not a gimme, but I do think United will win that game. I think it'll be something like 2-0.
Yeah, I agree on that one. I think we can safely move on that one with United. I'm looking at the other games right now. I'm going that Spurs' next game after that is Newcastle away. That notoriously was, I think that was the drubbing last season, was it not, James? When Spurs just got completely taken to the cleaners by Newcastle.
5-0 after 20 minutes, something like that.
That was the one, mate, wasn't it? That was the big result. So, yeah, I'm going to go... I think Newcastle will get a draw there, me, I'm going to go with a draw. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I see a draw. I was going to say, if it was the Newcastle of last season, then I'd be backing Newcastle win without a shadow of a doubt. They're very hit and miss, but I think their crowd will probably just carry them through to like a draw there, yeah.
Yeah, and Villa's next game after that, I think, is a loss. It's Arsenal away, James.
Yeah, it depends how Arsenal are mentality-wise. Again, if this was last season, I'd probably be having a Villa draw, something like that. But the addition of Declan Rice is massive for Arsenal. Just someone that brings that composure in these kind of games, I think, is huge. And I think Arsenal will win that game. Yeah, so Villa loss for me.
Cool, and been gifted a membership by DJ John. Thank you for that, matey. Welcome to the Members Club, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Fight Clips with a super chat says, glad you departed from that wicked witch of Midlands. Thank you, Fight Clips. It wasn't difficult in the end, my friend. And I'm glad you have joined us.
I don't know who he's talking about.
I'm glad you have joined us. Right, okay. Into the next game. Let's speed this up. We only have just under an hour to do this show, so moving on swiftly to United's next game. That's Villa out of the way. United up next, and it is Sheffield United at home. I'm going straight in with the United win, Jimbo.
Yeah, United win. Nothing more to say than that, pal. United win, move on.
Yep, definitely. I think everyone else can safely say Sheffield United are crap, and we are going to take that win. Spurs, however, Arsenal at home. This is where Spurs' run gets really interesting. Newcastle away, Arsenal at home, James. Ouch.
Massive, massive, massive game in the title race. I think this is one of the games that will decide the title, actually. And I think the chat are going to disagree with me here, but I'm going to go Spurs win.
Spurs win. I know what you mean by that.
Is the game that I think this derails Arsenal's title race. I do. I think Spurs will have it in their mind that Arsenal, first title in 20 years, and they've got the chance to stop it. And I think they'll be right up for it. The crowd will be right up for it, and I think they'll beat them.
I'm going to go draw. Guys in the chat, let me know what you think. Spurs against Arsenal. Spurs draw, says Randy. Come on, get me some quick fire. Get me some quick fire answers in right now, guys, so we can speed this along. Do Spurs beat Arsenal? What is the result there? I think draw. James thinks Spurs win, completely derailing Arsenal's title charge. Let me know what you think, guys. Get in the chat right now. Arsenal win for Gray. Spurs draw, Arsenal win. Spursy are Spursy, so that means they're going to lose, according to Malps. Let me see. Arsenal win, says Daz. I think we have to go. We're going to have to go right in the middle here, because some are saying Spurs win, and then some say so do you know what? I'm gonna override this. I'm going to go draw. I'm going to go draw on that one. I think that's a fair enough result on that one. Villa have Bournemouth at home. I think Villa beat Bournemouth at home, James.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that one, to be fair. Unless their bums completely go, I think that's 3 points for Villa. Yeah.
3 points for Villa, and moving on swiftly to the next game. So United up next, and we have got Burnley at home. Now, obviously, the Sheffield United game, Burnley games, there's a few of these games that are not in complete order, but this is how it is going to pan out because Sheffield United have been moved to a Wednesday night game because of the fixture pile-up with the FA Cup, and I was actually doing well in a competition. Well, hey, they'll take that one all the way. But yeah, Burnley at home straight after Sheffield United. Burnley at home for me, Jimbo, is, again, I think Burnley one of the biggest disappointments of the season. I think United win it easily again.
Yeah, I do. I agree. United win that game. And just on the doing well on the cup competition for a change or whatever, just like to point out, ads, just for your negative self, that if we beat Coventry, that would be Eric Ten Hag's 5th visit to Wembley in 2 seasons. That's not that bad for a team that doesn't do that well in cup competitions.
I knew you were going to bring that up. I
like to protect our manager and our team. Can't be all negative, can we?
No, it's right, mate, though. It's right. It is right. Into the chat just quickly on that one. I think we're all confident we're going to smash Burnley to pieces, guys, aren't we? We've got to. I mean, come on, it's bleeding Burnley. Let's just send company back down with a little present, eh? Let's see Klopp off with his retirement with a present, and let's just send our mate company down as well with a little present as well. Everyone's confident in the chat as well on this one. So, yeah, I'm going to put down a United win against Burnley. Going into the other two, Spurs, first of all, on this one. Spurs are Liverpool away. I'm going to go Liverpool win at home, James.
Again, I think we're going to disagree. I'm going to go draw. But I think the chat will bring you through, and they'll probably go a Liverpool win. But I think it'll be a tit for tat game with both teams attacking, and I think there'll be goals galore, and it'll end up something like 2-2 or 3-3. So I'll go draw, but I think I may be outvoted.
I'm going to go to the chat on this one quickly. Liverpool at home to Spurs, guys. What are we saying with this one? Is Spurs going to do it? Liverpool 3-0. Liverpool win. Spot on, James, mate, says Rodder. He's with you on that one, James. Let me just see. Liverpool win. Liverpool win. Yeah, plenty of VAR comments in there as well. So it is comfortably, James. Turn my own sound off then. Liverpool win. So nothing for Spurs. Villa's game. That one. Let me see now. Okay. Right. So they've got Chelsea at home. Chelsea beating Villa in the FA Cup at home, James. Confident Chelsea can pick up something else there as well and do Villa?
High problems again. I'm going to go straight down the middle and say draw on this one.
I'm actually with you on the draw on that one, actually. I think that is nailed on for a draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after 6 games, let's just add these up right now. The next 6 games, United are picking up 9, 12, 15, 16 points so far for United. Only 2 drop points, so we're confident here. Spurs, on the other hand, have picked up around 9 points. So we're already back on Spurs. We've pulled that gap back. And Villa have picked up 10 points themselves. So Spurs, the ones that are losing out at the moment. So United all the way right now. 16 points as it stands. Not too bad at all. Spurs on 9 and Villa on 10. Moving on.
Don't have anyone say that this channel's biased, ads. No one say that at all.
Hey, one thing you can't say is it's negative, mate. We're actually getting us up here. We've already caught Spurs up. So, yeah, we've just got to get down to Villa now. But, yeah, I'm just going to quickly check into the chat on where everyone is at as well. So far, do you think that's realistic, guys? United dropping 2 points. Some big games in there, but it's... hey, you got to take it. You got to be confident going in. Otherwise, it's pointless. There's no fun in it, is there? The emotional roller coaster, I think, is going to completely take over everyone over these next few weeks. It really is. It's going to be nerve-wracking, to say the least. But back into the next game for United. So after Burnley, we have got another horrible place I hate to go, which is Crystal Palace away. James, you're not going to like this one, but I'm going to go draw here against Palace. I just don't think we do well here, and I'm not confident about it. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling we have got slip-ups in us, and it's the so-called smaller games away from home where I think we are going to slip up. I think this might be one of them for me.
Yeah, I think if you go back to last season, I think this was this was one of the games that really did us in because Casemiro got his second yellow card, didn't he? As they scored that goal last minute. So it's like, and then we were weaker going into Arsenal, and then last minute goal against Arsenal, and then that totally derailed whatever was any kind of challenge. So yeah, it happened last season. Do I see deja vu? Yeah, tough place to go. Crowds right on top of you. Tough place. Yeah, I'll go 1-1. I'll go a draw.
We're actually agreeing on that one, so we're going to put that down. So anyone who's saying United only dropping 2 points so far, no, we just doubled that up. We are now dropping 4 points so far out of the next 7 games. Onto our competitors, onto our fellow wanting Champions League-ers, as we could say. Didn't know how to pronounce that, I'll say that then. But yeah, Spurs have got Burnley at home after the Liverpool game. I fancy Spurs to pick up the points. I don't fancy Burnley away at anyone right now, James. What do you reckon?
3 points for Spurs, that, mate.
Sorry, I turned my own sound off then. Sorry, guys. Let's not forget, Brighton away for Aston Villa, I feel, is a tough one because Villa are going to be chasing Europa Conference League, and then these games are going to start piling up. I reckon there's a draw in this one for me, James. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really tough game for Villa. I really do. Again, both managers are going to want to go for it. Should be a good game. Brighton probably chasing European football. Villa definitely chasing European football. I'm going to go for a shock, and I'm going to go Brighton win.
Brighton win, says James. I'm going to go draw. Guys, where are you at with this one? Let me see. DJ John has just dropped another membership in the house. Over 400 in the room. Keep liking the video, guys. Please. Trevor Wade, welcome to the Members Club. Good to have you in here with us, Trev Bow. Come on, son. Get in there. Anyway, what are we saying? Are Villa going to lose? Villa win, Villa loss. It's a tough one. Do you know what? I might just pull rank and say right in the middle. Lee Richards has just confirmed it. 2-2. We're going with a draw. That's it. Villa are drawing that game. We move on. Dobby is in the house. Dobby, how are you doing, my friend? He has been a member for 3 months. All of the renewals are coming in right now. I'm absolutely loving this with all of our FUTV Army members section coming in. And he says, we are going to win every match if Martinez and Højlund stay fit. Leacher transforms our defensive and possession play. We can definitely catch Spurs. Dobby's on the positive train tonight. I'm loving that, Dobby. I think you need to go and give Alien a cuddle. I think that's what needs to happen there. But yeah, in them latest round of games, United drawing with Palace, Spurs are beating Burnley at home, and Villa are drawing away at, who was it again? Brighton. Yeah, that was the one. Brighton. Okay, James, next up for United, we have Arsenal at home. Oh, this, honestly, mate, I just like the way Arsenal are playing, and I think we're going to have our one defeat here, me, in this running. There's something about Arsenal right now. I don't know if they were going to drop off or anything like that by the time United come around, but this really is squeaky bum time. Oh, although there is that sort of United are going to just ruin their title charge because this is right at the start of May, and pretty much will end any hope for Arsenal, James, if they don't get anything at Old Trafford. But I've just got a feeling we will lose this game.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? Because the dynamic of where the title could potentially be going, I think if you speak to most United fans, unless they live in London, I think Arsenal are the preferred one out of the 3 winners or potential winners. Like, I think most of us would prefer Arsenal to win the league than Liverpool or Manchester City. That being said, I don't think you ever go into a game of football wanting to lose it. So we should be going in to win that game, whether it means Arsenal have a better or worse chance of winning the league. And I think United will turn up in that game. I do think Arsenal have the ability to blow United away. They are playing fantastic football, but I see it being cagey. If they don't score early, then I think it will be a cagey affair, and I think it'll end like 1-1 and it'll be a draw.
James says a draw, guys. What we're saying against Arsenal, get into the chat right now. Alien with a super chat says, off all the people to get a membership, Trev. Of all the people, Alien, not off. But yeah, Trevor's got it. What we're saying against Arsenal, guys, this is a tough one. Tough. Let me know what you think. Are we saying United win? Are we going draw like James? Or are we going United draws with Arsenal, says Graham. I understand that, I do. I understand where James and Graham are at with that one. I think United can hold their own. It looks like it could be one of them games where United are leading, but Arsenal just peg us back. One of them types of games late on. Scrambling. 1 point is nowhere near enough for Arsenal, but United take it all the way. So I've been outvoted. It's going to be a draw, and United take 1 point. 1 point for United, and we've run away with it. I just say because that's a game that I've not expected much from for United. That's one of my worry games. Spurs have Manchester City at home, James. Very interesting. Spurs' record against City comes up again in that one, does it not?
It does, yeah. But I think City broke that hoodoo in the cup, didn't they? There this season, didn't they? They knocked them out, didn't they? Win 1-0 or something late on.
Very true.
Yeah, I think if it's a normal Manchester City team earlier on in the season when it doesn't really matter, then I think Spurs win that game. However, like I said, May is City's time, and as much as I don't want to think it, I don't want to admit it, I just really don't see them slipping up like that. I think they've got too many options. If it's not Haaland, it's Foden. If it's not Foden, it's De Bruyne. If it's not De Bruyne, it's Rodri. If it's not Rodri, it's Bernardo Silva. I just think they've got too much, and if anyone's at the other end, then Edison pulls out worldies, and if he's off, then bloody Ortega comes on and has worldies. I think they're too strong for people, I really do, and I think that they will break that hoodoo at Spurs in the league, and I think City will win that game.
I'll go with that one. I'm going to go 0 points. Few more saying City will win as well. So, yeah, I've been convinced again. And, yeah, that is 0 points for Spurs. Liverpool at home for Aston Villa. Ooh, good game. I think Liverpool, though, are going to take Villa. I'm going 0-0 for Villa on this one, James.
Really close game. I think because in the games that I've mentioned Liverpool so far, I've not had them taking many points. They are probably due to take some points, so I'll go with the Liverpool winning this one, so no points for Villa.
No points for Villa. I agree. On to United's next game, which is another tough one. Newcastle at home. I've only put them there on this because it's now been postponed because of the FA Cup semi-final. So this game is going to be squeezed in. It's going to be a night game, a midweek game again, James. Whether that helps United or not, I do not know. But a tough game. Notoriously, Newcastle have done well the last couple of seasons against us at home. I don't think Ten Hag has beaten Newcastle in any other game apart from the final, if I can remember right on that. So, yeah, a bit of a voodoo for United and Ten Hag, the Newcastle game.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time we played Newcastle at home under the lights, we got beat 3-0 by their B team, didn't we, in the cup? So
they had 4 fullbacks playing across the back line, and they beat us.
I know, but like brushed us aside with ease. It was crazy. That was a Newcastle that were playing a bit different then, in fairness, and they probably did be doing better this season if they played that whole team throughout the season, because they've been pretty garbage, to be fair. It's one of the games, strangely enough, I look at the league positions and I should be confident in the United win. We're at home. We need the points. We're playing better than Newcastle at the moment. That's without a doubt. On paper, I think we have a better team than Newcastle. Just for some reason, something in my head saying draw, and I don't know why.
Draw. I know. I'm sort of with you on that one. I'm going Newcastle get something out of that game, and United lick the wounds and a missed opportunity. I think it's one of them where United are going to miss chances, weirdly. I've just got it in us. It's crazy. Trevor Wade, it's been 3 months. A member has renewed with that upgrade that he has just got there, and says, Adam, love the channel, but has James asked his mum's permission to use the Wi-Fi? We always have these sound issues.
I messaged ahead. I said, listen, I'm on my way back from the gym. Can I stop by and use the Wi-Fi because Adam wants me to come on the show and my Wi-Fi is terrible at home? And she said, not a problem, darling. Be sure to get my chair in the background.
That's what it's all about. It's about the furniture. It's always the backdrop. That's all it's about. Spurs' game, while we're playing Newcastle, supposedly their extra one as well, is Chelsea away. Oh, this is drop points for me. Spurs hate Stamford Bridge. James, I'm going full in here with a Chelsea win. I don't know about you.
I'm going to go in the middle, I think, and say draw. Although, like I said last time, that Chelsea Spurs, like when Spurs played that high line and Chelsea had about 50 million chances, it was obscene. I think if they play Mudryk, they play Sterling, they play Jackson, and anyone with pace, they could have an absolute field day. On the balance of things, I'm going draw. You're going Chelsea win. So see what the chat have to say, eh?
Let me just check what the chat are actually saying right now. Let me just check. Sorry, I'm just messing around with sound things. Bear with me. Chelsea win, Chelsea win, Chelsea win, Chelsea win, Chelsea draw. I'm going to have to go Chelsea win. They're backing me up. They're backing me up, Jimbo.
It's like it's your channel.
Yeah, like they're just listening to me, mate. That's what it is. They're just listening in.
Weird, man.
So, yeah, so Chelsea are Chelsea are going to take it off Spurs and 0 points for Spurs. How about Villa? Who have they got? See, this now is where Villa's games run out. Crystal Palace away. Villa have got one less game than both United and Spurs. So, yeah, I reckon Chelsea, Villa away at Palace, I think it will all be done and dusted by then, you know. I think Villa would have dropped right off, chasing the Conference League. I think this has got draw it all over it, mate.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think they may still be in with some kind of shout, maybe. It depends. But it is a tough place to go. We said United would draw there. I don't think it's unfair to say that Villa would draw there as well.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. And that is Villa's games done. United's last game is Brighton away. Horrible. Horrible. I hate the place. I've never seen us win there. The only time United have won there, I think, Brighton have been back in the Premier League, if I can remember rightly, was both.
Was it Bruno coming back and taking the penalty? Was that there?
Yeah, we beat them in lockdown with no fans, and then start the next season, we also beat them with no fans. So we've never beaten Brighton while fans have been in that stadium. So I hate the place. I really do. I don't think we are due. The only thing that keeps me hopeful for this is it's right at the end of the season. Brighton's season will be over, and we are definitely owed a result there. We really are, James. That's all I can think of. Like, a bit of momentum going into it is the only hope that I've got.
Yeah, I just think when the chips are down and it matters, do I trust this Manchester United team to deliver? And if it all hinges, if our Champions League hopes hinge on this result, I don't see us getting one. However, if it goes to plan and fourth and fifth place both get in the Champions League, then I think that this game ultimately won't matter. I think we'll go there and I think we'll draw it, but that'll be enough anyway.
Yep, I'm with you on that one, mate. I think draw for United. Spurs' last game will be against Sheffield United away from home. They will win that game. Sheffield United are one of the worst teams I've seen in the Premier League. They really are. I think Spurs will win there. James?
Yeah, they might be up there with that Derby team that got like 9 points or something. They are truly awful. Easy Spurs win.
Easy Spurs win. Just totaling everything up right now. And it looks like it's going to be, according to our maths, James, it will be Manchester United and Spurs. Spurs in fourth and United in fifth, taking the Champions League spots. We'll take that at this stage, won't we, mate?
100%. Like I said, if we win our game in hand, then it's 6 points on both Villa and Spurs. And with all the problems we've had this season, I know Spurs have had their problems as well, but with all the problems we've had and all the press and all the surroundings of the takeover and everything, I would 100% take a Champions League place going into next season. I know it's not progress on the third of last season, but sometimes you've just got to deal with the hand you dealt and just get on with it and do the best you can. And I think that'd be a result for United this season.
It definitely would. Let's just get into the chat now around that. Guys, we have completely convinced you, hopefully, that with the games we've got left, United are going to pick up enough points. Zane's in with a super chat, though. He says 3-1 to Arsenal. He reckons... hey, Zane, he's on it. Let me just see. Get in there. Can't believe we qualified live on stream for the Champions League. Glory, glory, Man United, says Stu. We did it, mate. We did it. Blasphemy from Zane, says Gray. We always got to want Champions League football, says Starlord. Sorry, I was reading that out wrong there. Will Man United says Fourth and the FA Cup. I want us to go all out now. Have to stick of media going. Oh, you're sick of media. Sorry, going in and trying to dampen our spirits. They do that every season anyway, so don't worry about it, Will. They're always going to do it. Yes, Graham, we're going with Spurs beating the Blades and Arsenal easy win. It says Gary Owen against United. I don't know. DJ John in with another super chat. Cheers for that, mate. A question for the chat. Will we see Adam with blonde hair before the season ends? Maybe a poll on that and maybe a shave. I'm not shaving. You can forget about the shave, mate, totally. But the blonde, we've got this thing going on, James, where if they get to 500 likes in a live stream, I've got to go blonde, but they keep failing miserably, and that's not my fault, mate. Is it not? It's like
full Garnacho blonde or like frosted tips.
No, mate, it's Garnacho.
Wow. Just for the picture of you and Kaz, can I vote yes, please?
You can if you want, mate.
Please, love to see it.
I'm gonna put it in the poll right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Should Adam go blonde?
No, not should. It's like, can they do it? It's not up to me. Are they confident that over the space, let's just say from now until the end of the season, can you get 500 likes? I tell you what, though, if United get Champions League, I will go blonde. How's that? I think that's a fair one, isn't it, James? That's evens.
Completely fair, mate. Yeah, looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Yeah, dye the beard first, says Alien. No, it's weird. I don't want to do anything to my skin, but no, I look about 12 years old if I have a shave. And honestly, you've all been lauding up how good looking Kaz is. She probably dumped me if I have a shave, guys. She don't want no baby face. No, she just wants.
See, all the chat are saying that, whereas I messaged Kaz yesterday saying that she's punching, and she was not happy about that. She was not happy at all.
She showed me that.
She was like, "I'm not
mate.
today. Today I'm not punching." I'm like, she was not happy with me at all, mate.
She showed me that message at the time. I had a little giggle to myself. I thought at least one person's backing me up. James has got me. Although Graham did back me up this morning as well. Thank you, Graham. I did see that one. But yeah, that pretty much finishes our show, guys. We've managed to get through it and get it all done within the space of the hour. Fantastic. Good to have a normal Sunday show back on, guys, as well. I really do appreciate all the super chats, the new members. You guys have been on fire tonight. I've loved that. It was difficult at times. Thanks for holding on in there with us. We're back out and about all this week, building up. Hang on a minute. Zane has dropped another super chat in. How will you compete with Arteta with Southgate? Southgate's? Oof. There's more than one Southgate, apparently, according to Zane. But that's scary on it. Whoa. It's scary enough, one Southgate, but many? No thanks. But cheers for the super chat, mate. And that's us all done and dusted, guys. Thank you to everyone for being in. Stu says, big up Adam and James. Great show. Thanks, mods and chats. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. You will. Out and about all over. Plenty of new content coming up this week as well. Guys, you know what I'm like. I like to risk it. I like to take chances. That's what this channel's all about. Hopefully we can make that around Old Trafford one work a bit better when we do that next time. And yeah, James, thank you so much for coming on, mate. Really appreciate your time. And I've loved that chair in the background. I think it's been the star of the show.
I think it has, mate. I may have to take it with me, but yeah, cheers for the invite. Happy to come on as always. Big up the chat. Everyone give a follow, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. The guy works really hard. He had like a rare day off. Always putting out content, which is free of charge for you guys. So keep supporting, keep liking, keep doing your thing, and I'll see you guys soon.
And James has just been promoted for doing the new promo. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Everyone, thank you so much. Cheers for watching, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, what's left of it. And yeah, onwards and upwards. It's nearly game time. Let's go, Reds. Come on.